here once again, and we're talking about what makes Landorus so powerful, especially in VGC, and what makes it so viable, and why is everyone picking it? Well, it's not that hard to see why Landorus Therian is so powerful. I pretty much say this all the time. If you've ever watched my stream, I hate Landorus. Now, it's nothing against the Pokemon, it just does what it does too well. So let's go on to the rating battle spots, and let's just examine why Landorus Therian is so popular, so powerful, and why I have this big grudge against the Pokemon, especially its Therian form. So first of all, we're gonna go through all matches. You've already seen that it's pretty much number one in all matches. We go to singles, and you can see Landorus isn't in the top spot, but he is in the top 3. He's in the number 2 slot. Then we go to doubles. Guess who's there? In the number 1 slot, Landorus Therian. Go into the specials. Who is in the top 6? Landorus Therian. We go into the championship battles. Landorus Therian, number 1. There's something going on here. Why is Landorus Therian so powerful? Why is it so popular? Why is it so powerful, popular, blah, blah, blah. Well, let's look at what it does. Yep, that's Landorus Therian. When it goes from its incarnate form to its Therian form, it trades some of its special attack and some of its speed in exchange for increasing its attacking power. So that's pretty much a big reason. That's a big one-up for, why people would use Therian form over incarnate form. Because of that extra attacking power. Most people run a physical attacking Landorus. It's not that often to see a special attacking Landorus, but most people prefer the physical attacking one because of that massive attacking power boost. And combined with its 2 typings, ground and flying, which gives it immunities to the 2 weaknesses that would otherwise make it not so viable. It's immune to electric attacks, which makes its flying nature, pretty much, which nullifies the weaknesses to its electric type. Nullifies the weakness to its flying type. I don't know what I was saying there. And it neutralizes its other weakness to ground types, because, ground type Pokemon tend to be weak to other ground type Pokemon or something along those lines. I forget actually what ground type Pokemon are really, really 100% weak to, what you always want to bring against them. But in exchange for these 2 typings, it gains, a massive weakness to ice type. So pretty much any ice type attack will bring it down. But when you got Landorus Therian, it seems no matter what people will do against you, you always have an answer to them. You always have an answer, you always have a response, and you can just always get away with whatever you want to do. So, what else makes Landorus Therian so powerful? So first of all, it's got access to a very, very powerful set of moves, especially the physical attacking ones. So first of all, we got the standard Earthquake, which is pretty much one of the most powerful moves in the game. Hits everyone on the field except levitators and flyers, and Pokemon with the move Telepathy if you're facing in the double battle and they're on your side. So that's what Earthquake does. It has access to the Stone Edge, a very powerful rock type move that most people, don't make use of because of that 20% chance to miss. It also has access to the move Outrage, a very, very powerful dragon type move. Sure, you may get confused, but all that extra damage from the dragon type move can really come in handy in a very tight spot. So we also have access to certain moves, such as Knockoff, which is one of the most popular moves seen in the VGC. You get access to that move, it increases in power when it hits a Pokemon that's holding an item and knocks it off. And that combined with its extra attacking power makes it a very powerful Pokemon. But that can't be the only reason why people use that Landorus Therian. No, that's not just the only reason why. It also has access to the ability Intimidate, which is one of the most dangerous abilities in all VGC. The ability to just weaken your opponent's attacking power just by hitting the field is enough to threaten and destroy most teams that rely on physical attacks. Except for those that rely on special attacks. They aren't affected, but you can easily deal with them with your super powerful, special attack, or not special attack, but your super powerful physical attacking capabilities. And that is what Landorus Therian specializes in. It's capable of hitting multiple Pokemon on the field. It doesn't care if you're faster or if you may be slower or whatever. It's going to do whatever it can to just take you down. So, what else does Landorus Therian do? Well, I decided to show off, or in this case, set up a little scenario for, one of my Pokemon. For example, I usually run Pheromosa for the reason of fighting Landorus. Unfortunately, it seems no matter how fast I am, Landorus Therian is always somehow faster, and that's because everyone uses the same, or at least in my opinion, everyone uses the same Landorus Therian that pretty much everyone else seems to run, especially those who play by Smogon standards. They use the adamant-natured or jolly-natured Choice Scarf Landorus Therian that runs Earthquake, Rock Slide, U-Turn, and in this case Superpower, but most people can change that Superpower off for a move like Knock Off, so put that there. And this is basically the Landorus Therian that has come to really, really ruin my day many, many, many battles. And the reason why is because it U-turns out. It always U-turns out. Now, you may say, oh, just hit it with an Ice-type move. Well, here's the thing, though. Smart people who use Landorus Therian will never, ever give you a chance to knock out their Landorus Therian if they can still make use of it. They will always find a way to get their Landorus Therian out of a tight spot. If they suspect that you're going to use a Ice-type move and they can't survive it, they will just U-turn out and go into a Pokemon that resists the Ice Beam. If you try to pin it down, it will just Earthquake you. If you try to outspeed it, it will use its Choice Scarf and Rock Slide you and flinch you. And if you try to overpower it, it will use a Z move if it uses the Z move instead. That is why people use Landorus Therian. It is so versatile in its attacking capabilities. You can throw it out there. If it gets intimidated, it can just U-turn out and just deal some damage, break a Focus Sash, and get back into the backline and come back in at full power. If you try to take advantage of that U-turn or try to take advantage of its predictability, it somehow evades your prediction and always hits you super hard. And if you try to tank it, you try to tank a hit from it, you suffer great damage if you try to stay in against it in a long-term battle. So that is why I really, really, really despise Landorus. And this just comes from me. I mean, in this case, yes, I am showing that I am fighting against a Pheromosa in this or in this little Maka setup here on Pokemon Showdown. But when you run into a Landorus Therian, it will always intimidate you. It will always U-turn out. It will always try to deal high damage unless you knock it out first. Yeah, if you don't knock it out in the first turn you see it, it will come back to haunt you later on in the battle. When you think you finally got the match in the bag, it comes in with its Choice Scarf or Choice Band or its Z move and just shreds you. So that is one reason why I hate Landorus and why people love Landorus. It's a love-hate relationship. I hate Landorus, but at the same time I respect it. It does what it does, but it also does it too well. And that's why when you go to the rating battle spot, it is just number one across all boards with exception to like singles and specials. In those cases, Mimikyu is top dog. But even in the specials category, you can see Landorus right there at the number 6 slot. So in any case, I hope you guys learned a thing or two about Landorus Therian. I hope you learned what makes Landorus Therian so popular, so powerful, and why if you intend to run Landorus Therian, you gotta play smart. You gotta play Landorus smart. Just because you have Landorus Therian on your team does not mean you will win. I tried running Landorus Therian one time, and everything backfired, and I just could not make use of Landorus Therian. Probably because I hate it, but also at the same time I respect it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you all next time. Thank you all for watching. Bye bye.